And welcome back to the React Lord podcast. This is your React Lord Nathan, and these are your React Lords.
Nikki.
Hey, I'm V. I'm gonna find chat. I'm gonna find chat. I'm gonna fix all of this. Don't you fucking worry.
Hi,
about
everybody. We're back.
Yeah.
We're so back. Actually,
We're so back. That's exactly.
Episode 73.
I don't. Is that?
Are you sure?
That's not right.
I think so.
Damn, he said that with all the confidence that I was like, okay. I was gonna say, did anybody check what episode we were on? 'Cause
No.
it's been a while.
74. This is episode 74.
74.
Okay.
Scratch
Episode
that.
74.
74. You know, it's not a real pod of ours if we don't fuck up the number.
I was gonna say. I think it's like now we call it the wrong thing every time.
It'll just be a random number like 102.
Okay, let's recap for YouTube. Welcome back to the React Lord podcast. This is your React Lord Nathan, and these are your React Lords.
Nikki.
Yeah, I'm V.
And this is episode 69 of the... I'm just kidding. Okay, one more time.
You got this.
Welcome back to the React Lord podcast. This is Nathan, your React Lord, and these are your React Lords.
Nikki.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not gonna do it
this
again.
This is
I'm not
episode
gonna do it again.
74 coming at you.
We're not doing
Long
that again.
time since we've been back, but we are so back.
We are so back, baby.
And we're gonna do a little talking type podcast, more fear and style, more H3 type.
But as opposed to what? I
No, I
as
feel like
opposed to
a lot.
having media always ready in
Yeah.
the next tab and bringing it and like TikToks and
Yeah, but that's like the one gripe both of those podcasts have. It's like, oh, you didn't bring the media. Like that's good. That
Here's
you
the thing.
you
Here's the
have
thing.
media.
I mean, we haven't been back in a while, so I feel like making this one just kind of like a just chatting or just talking a little bit will be good. And then our next pod will be bringing more
Okay,
media.
no, I got it. This is actually episode 1 of our new podcast.
Okay.
Gay. Grade A Yappers.
Hell
Okay. That is what it is.
Do you listen to the gay podcast?
Yeah. Which one? Oh, well, no. It's just called Gay.
It's the one with the gays.
Yeah.
All them gays.
Although here's my hot take is that podcast audience, they don't know what they want. They don't know
They want
and
to
they
mix.
don't care.
They want to mix.
Yeah, we just need to pump out content as we have been. And I swear, like, Fair End does fine. But more than fine, honestly. So I feel like they're onto something. I think they're onto something.
Yeah, but
yeah, they have a hot Turkish man.
Yeah, and
Well,
I was
we're
gonna say
3 hot
cutie,
gay
but
guys.
whatever.
No.
Yeah.
But here's
I
the
think I
thing.
did it. I think I got chat.
We just gotta
got chat.
find-
Look at that. Sorry. I've been
We're
working
just
hard.
here working hard.
Fucking
We're
trying to
just
get
here to
this
talk
chat.
a little bit,
Mhm.
cover some topics, some fun topics,
Mhm.
lighthearted.
Yeah. You know, speaking about our new podcast being called the Grade A Yappers podcast.
I'm serious about that. I think we should just double down on that. Make sure it doesn't exist and just lean into it.
Yeah, we're just
Welcome
gonna switch
to
that.
the Grade A Yappers podcast. This is episode 1, and we are your gays.
Honestly.
And
yeah.
you know, going into that topic, actually, I did bring a topic gay related.
A gay adjacent?
Yeah,
Gay
gay.
gen-
It's
gay-
not even adjacent. It is about the
adjacent?
gay culture.
Oh. Wait,
as-
hold on. Before we jump into it, because now you're getting into the prepared topics. Very podcasty of
Yeah.
you. But I wanted to just gripe at you specifically.
No, before we do that,
Oh
hold
my
on. I'm gonna
God.
take it.
We're losing it already.
We should do personal news,
personal news,
or just like how we doing. How's everybody feeling? I'm really
Feeling
happy to be back.
poor.
We're
Me
happy
too.
to be here.
Me too.
Okay. That's it.
I think my
Really-
biggest personal news, and is still related, is like I kissed boys, and you know
you
what?
liked it?
We liked it.
I liked it, and like, you know, I don't know. I think that in my head, I thought it would be different, but it's kind of like kissing anybody. They're like when you close your eyes, lips are lips, you know. And I don't know what I
And
was
they felt
expecting.
soft and they felt nice.
Yeah, and I was just like, this seems natural. Like I think that was a big formative like opinion change or opinion formation for me.
Love that for you.
And like it wasn't like technically the first time I've kissed a boy, but it was the first time that I was like conscious of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you recognized. You're
Yeah,
like, hey,
I recognized it, and I went in with like my intention, not like that I went to this party thinking I'm gonna go kiss everyone, but like the game was spin the bottle, and you know what that game is. So I went in, and yeah, it was cool. It was
Yeah,
fun,
fun.
and it was very like easy, and not in like a negative way. It was just
it was like fun
easy.
and
yeah, it was very fun.
fun and flirty.
Hmm.
Nathan's in his fun and flirty era. Baby, how you doing?
Great. I'm glad you're in a good mood because you came over and you were like, let's have a beer. And then you didn't finish the beer. And I woke up the next morning and had to pour out your entire beer. So I'm glad you're in a good mood. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Wait,
I've
me?
never,
What's that about?
I've
Oh.
never not had you finish a
Yeah,
beer.
you just left a full ass beer on my counter. What the hell is that about?
I might have been feeling weird.
Yeah, your tummy.
Yeah.
I've never seen an abandoned beer so full. It was
Darn.
crazy.
When V
Crazy.
said that,
Shame.
I was like,
Shame.
Nathan? Nathan did that?
I was legit shooketh.
Okay.
I was just
I've been having a lot more drinks lately, though.
Casually.
Yeah,
With
casual
friends?
drinks with friends, and it's been nice. But it's also like hard to drink. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not the like
Hard on
biggest
your body.
guy, also. So alcohol always really affects me a lot. I think I've found that like 2 drinks is like kind of my maximum. Then I start feeling drunk. After that, I start feeling drunk, I think.
That's fair.
Arc is blowing me up right now. What is happening? Can I mute these? Turn off notifications from Arc, guys.
Did you know we won an award? We
I-
won an award.
I
We
didn't
won an
consent.
award. We won an award.
I did not consent to those notifications. I don't recall putting them on. And they just started out of nowhere. Like as I'm sitting here trying to change the chat up here from a Fortnite font to
Push
something a little bit
notifications.
more mature. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite.
It's what it feels like right now. And I, for the life of me, can't remember how to change the font on. Anyway, that's in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's not here nor there.
Okay.
Do you guys have any personal news you guys want to talk about?
I just
or-
wanted to gripe about that.
Oh,
Like,
that's
again,
fair.
I've never seen that before. So
Well, okay. So when I was getting drinks, I kind of dived into a conversation that I thought was interesting because I never really thought about it. But what I was told is that there aren't many, or at least in the community that the person I was talking to, we'll call them Kalina. They said that they don't see a lot of like monogamous gays, and that in the gay community that they've been experiencing, that it's a lot of like poly and open relationships. And
How old are they?
Like
do you know their age?
26, 27, in that range. So not like the youngest, but not like the oldest either. They're in like their era. And I thought that was interesting because it was something that like didn't ever really seem super prevalent to me. But when I think about it, like I didn't know, you know.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with like your experience with your best friends being a monogamous queer couple. And maybe like kind of like you've known that for so long, and we don't really like have close friends that are open necessarily. So it's not something you were exposed to as often. I think it is a huge thing. At least in my experience, people kind of, I will say there's even a deeper step is like some people tend to treat you differently when they know that you're like in a monogamous relationship that's long-term or married and you're in the queer community.
It makes me think of our conversation before when you guys were saying that you had an experience where someone was like almost treating you negatively because you guys were monogamous. And like maybe almost thinking of you guys as like pieces of meat, like conquest.
A conquest is a good way of saying it.
Are you sure you don't want to be poly?
Yeah.
Like, do you not see what's going on here? Like, you don't want to fuck? What's going on?
Yeah, I think like that kind of even goes to like when we got married. It's like you're getting married. Like,
Yeah.
are you guys like a lesbian couple? Like, you
A
know,
lot
when you
of
get
people.
married, right?
Yeah.
Like, kind of the same sentiment.
And I do want to preface, like, at this table, we're very open and like we're not judging other people for that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is like it's fine if that works for other people. If that's something that people genuinely want, they want to explore, they want to be open, they want to have multiple partners, they want to have like their poly, their pan, whatever. Like we're not here to judge you, but the same respect that we give those types of relationships is like the respect that we expect as choosing to be monogamous, married, and you know.
To be honest, I just want to be left alone and not thought about by other people.
Fair.
Like, I think that it's just
That's
like
fair.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think about queer relationships that aren't that, and they like to project those kinds of things. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of poly people, they get lumped into the queer community because they're like, you know, alt. And there's like a lot of queers that are poly, but I feel like a lot of the people, at least that we've interacted with, maybe wouldn't even fully identify as like, you know,
Like,
like
they're on the queer
lesbians,
spectrum, but not saying they're gay.
like they're not cis.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, wait, am I using that wrong?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Hetero.
Okay.
No, cishet.
No?
Like born.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
I'm
like
talking about,
normative.
no, let me just be specific.
Yeah.
I'm talking about trans dudes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they're not going to identify as probably like. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that gets
'cause they're
complicated.
Some
still
can.
heterosexual, yeah.
No,
The
some
specific
can.
instance I'm thinking about, like, I'm pretty sure that dude identified as just like, I'm a dude who likes chicks, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, but he was well like intertwined in like the queer space, but was also poly.
Okay.
Am I making sense? Like,
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense.
I mean, there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of like cross sectionality
Yeah,
with
it's
it,
kind-
and
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
people kind of get offended when
Yeah.
you lump them in with like a queer community or
I feel
like
like I can say this stuff. I look like me. I
a
don't know.
queer-
This
I
is
don't
the
mean-
Great A Yappers podcast. We get to have these opinions, okay?
Right.
I
Be
don't
nice in the comments.
I don't mean any harm.
well, and here's the
I'm just
thing
a curious
too.
auntie, dude. Come
Here's
on.
the thing too, though. I feel like I can kind of understand your sentiment of like not wanting to. I just don't want to be noticed. I don't want people to talk about me, sort of thing. What V was saying, because V is so outwardly different, like to the world, V looks different, right? And to a lot of people, V is like spotted as queer. Like that's something that they're, you know, always like.
Spotted.
You know what I'm saying?
You can
right?
spot this
as
gay
opposed
from
to
a
like
mile away.
well, as opposed to like somebody like me, or you know, I have another friend too who's very like
True. No one would be like,
feminine.
okay, here's a good example of that. It's like, okay, you're married. Who's your husband? If someone would ask you, they would ask me who's my wife. They wouldn't even think twice about it. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. So I think there's like I understand where you're coming from in that. I think I'm the opposite. I want people to know that I'm queer and know that like I can look like me and be queer. You know what I mean? And be in a long-term monogamous relationship. But I mean it's tough. The queer community is tough because we say we want to be like loving and open and there's a lot that are, but there's a lot that aren't. They're very exclusionary. The discourse is sometimes exclusionary. Sometimes people tend to nitpick, and I think that kind of like pushes you away from.
Totally. Well, and in this case too, when I was having this conversation, the main like concern maybe even was that it didn't leave a lot of examples or role models for the type of relationship that they were pursuing, because they're pursuing a gay monogamous relationship and like they're very comfortable in their like one partner and want to spend the rest of their life with that one partner.
Yeah, they just don't think about anybody else.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
is that the case even with you guys? Like, do you guys feel like you guys don't search out role models in that sense?
I grew up in a really gay family. I've always had examples. I've never knew anyone that was poly until I got to LA. I feel like that's a very like city thing.
Okay.
Or at least openly city thing, right? Because we know a lot of suppression happens in the burbs. So, you know, when I say that, I just mean openly. Like my aunts who are gay, like my Aunt Dina was married when I was a child to a different woman. So I always saw them as like monogamous couple, right? My Uncle Anthony, gay. I think he had a boyfriend or two, but he was always monogamous. You know what I mean? They never spoke about it. So I don't know. I've always kind of just seen gay people being married and like pursuing
long-term partners.
things.
Yeah. Just one partner.
Just normal shit.
It's not.
Yeah. That's it.
Or like
they've just been normal.
Like normative relationships.
I wouldn't say normal. I would just say like traditional. Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I just feel like being poly's a lot of work. I don't know. I've never really I've never gotten into that.
Well, I mean, at the same time, maybe it's not, because like
maybe
I also thought the same thing about like just kissing people of the same sex. So I sounded like not a lot of work in the sense of like on me, I was just scared, nervous, you know.
It was new, different.
I feel like there has to be the circumstance in which like maybe that does become very easy for you given the right circumstances, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying that could be a possibility.
I don't know. I actually did have one girlfriend at one point when I was like, I think ending my community college.
Okay, so much younger. Like 18, 19.
We ended up breaking up. Yeah, no, maybe 21. I think I was able to drink and go to the lesbian parties in San Francisco with her. So no, I was 20. I was like I was 21, if not turning 21, like able to get into the clubs because I had a birthday that was close enough. So, but we ended up breaking up because she was poly.
Got it.
So this was in San Francisco, though.
Did she do the breaking up, or did you do the breaking up?
I did.
You did?
She wanted desperately just to make it work. She was like, I don't have to tell you, or like, you don't have to know about it, but I just wanted to be open with you that it's happening. You know what I mean? And I was like, I respect that, but like, I'm a one person bitch. And I was like commuting like an hour and a half to see this girl. So I you know, I was kind of bummed at the time, but I'd rather that happen
early.
You were being upfront with your feelings, and it sounds like she was doing the same. So that's just mutual respect.
You know, it's not even like it takes a lot of work. I think you just know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think kissing boys or like kissing someone else, like, you really don't know until you do it.
Yeah.
I hate to even be that person. Like, you don't really know you're straight until you try the opposite, right? You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
have inclinations.
I think that's valid.
Yeah. It's like saying, I mean, this is very derivative, but I'm going to compare gays to food. It's like
you don't know if you don't like kimchi
exactly.
until you try it.
If you never try cheese, how do you know?
I said kimchi.
Or kimchi. Yeah. If you never try kimchi, you just, how can you say you don't like it?
Well, okay, so there's that. But you can smell it.
But I would say
there's other senses that fire, though.
Yeah, but like, I think
you've called boys
the taste
cute before.
Is the ultimate one, because like you can overcome smell if you like.
It's the same way we can look at a man and be like, "Wow, that's an attractive man. Do I want to interact or kiss or whatever.
Yeah, but when I look at
No.
like Zac Efron, I don't want to fuck Zac Efron.
No, but you think he's
Okay,
attractive.
No, I want to be Zac Efron.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's
Yeah.
hot. Like, he's hot.
Yeah.
I can recognize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't want to fuck him because he's hot.
Right.
Does that make
I've
sense?
never
I'm more
wanted to
envious.
be cheese.
But do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like that moves outside of the discourse of being gay or the gay culture. That's more so like an identity, right? Because even I could empathize with that. Like there are people that I've wanted to be,
Yeah.
and like I say people because it's not just like men I want to be. Like there are very cool, powerful women that I'm like, holy shit, I wish I was fucking
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, you know?
But
What part of you doesn't want to fuck Anne Hathaway?
I mean,
Yeah, you do a little bit. You know what I mean?
True.
But
Okay.
do you want Zac Efron to fuck you? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, for me, absolutely not.
Okay.
Do not come at me with your
Uh-huh.
fucking PP.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that immediately. Like, I understand that about myself.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't understand that about yourself, I think you should try.
Okay, fair.
I
Fair.
think you
Explore.
should try.
Mhm.
If you don't have an immediate, like, knee jerk to something, you should try it.
you're probably
You
open.
might like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you should give it a go. The worst that happens is you like it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, the worst that happens is you don't like it. You don't
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
again.
I mean, I'm gonna
True.
preface this with be safe, but like anybody watching, like, dude, just try it in a safe space. It's like definitely worth it to know like more, as much of yourself as you
Of
can.
yourself. Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of gives you like it opens up like your feelings on yourself,
Mhm.
like your confidence, like what you want, what you like, what you're looking forward to, the sorts of things that you look out for in
Mhm.
partners, just in general, like
yeah.
regardless of man, woman, non-binary, it doesn't matter, right?
Mhm.
Like you learn more about like the things that you look for, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're like, oh wow, that guy has really pretty eyes, or you know, you're discovering that sort of like clue to
Mhm.
yourself, like, hey,
But going back to like the poly thing, I think like is just again so intertwined with being alt. Like whether you're part of the queer community or not,
Yeah.
it's just like another alternative lifestyle. So you're gonna see that pop up in communities that are more alternative. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like if, for example, if maybe they were like hippies, you probably see a lot of hippies be poly.
Yeah.
Right? Like just whatever the alt is, you'll probably see sub niches of alt cultures within those more often than you would probably see them at least visibly in the
Mhm.
suburbs because
and that
they
yeah,
happen
and that,
behind closed doors and they're not so open and expressive about it.
and that goes to a deeper thing is that it reminds me of like queers, and like they're so open, and people who are part of that community are so open that you don't need to lie, like you don't need to want to be poly, but because you're so open with like sexuality, with
Mhm.
your gender, with like how you know how people express themselves, then you're more open to different lifestyles than like,
Agreed.
let's say a person that is traditional, heteronormative, that sort of thing.
Open-mindedness.
Mhm.
That's why, you know, they're like, oh, they're more accepted in our community because our mindset is already so open and so, you know,
Totally.
inviting in that way.
Okay.
And I think like in general, everyone's just kind of moving towards pan.
Yeah.
I think that is like also just like a general societal trend that's
Mhm.
happening. Is like everyone's just more fluid, loosey goosey.
Yeah.
Like even people you wouldn't expect, like when they're doing their gender reveals, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, it's a boy. We hope. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh God, it might.
Well,
They make up their mind later, but we're
Yeah,
getting them
totally.
blue clothes today. Like, all right, man. Whatever.
that
dude.
even goes to like the newer generations coming up, like Generation Z and Generation Alpha. I feel like the last thing I saw on maybe it was like the nightly news, but like Gen Z the reporting audience of Gen Z reported that 13% of them identify as either gay or queer. And I think that's interesting because like that's a bigger jump than before. Oh, 7.6 is what we're seeing maybe on Gallup.
But here's the thing. Also, I think
These are adults.
goes
Okay.
back to what V's saying. It's like it's more like because like you see that the younger generations are kind of like pushing back so hard on this traditionalness that we
Yeah.
knew growing up, and they're like clothes is just clothes. There's no boys and girls clothes. It's just clothes. And newer generation is like, I'm going to wear my hair how I want to wear my hair. I want to dress how I want to dress. It doesn't mean I'm more like I'm a boy, I'm a girl. It's me mixing femininity and masculinity and everything in between. So I feel like maybe that's why, is because like they're already pushing it and opening up their boundaries with like the stuff that's ingrained in us, right?
Totally.
What's a boy aesthetic? What's a girl aesthetic? What do girls do? What do boys do? They're kind of like neither.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know? So I think maybe that's why what V was saying makes sense, is that they're more pan, because it's like they don't care. It's just like the characteristics are what they're looking for, not necessarily how somebody identifies or was born with.
Yeah. And especially in this economy, you're not making it by yourself. You get your best friend, you move in together, try some things.
Listen, you build your family, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever that may look like.
Here's your stats, though. I mean, it's not even like an exponential growth. It's such a moderate incline.
I think it's scaling up, though, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet population growth is even more stark than this, right? Like the amount of people.
Yeah, with all these Chinese people coming into my country.
Across the Mexican border, no?
And here's the thing, though. People are like, it's so many now, the number's going up. No, it's just in the past, people couldn't talk about it, so you didn't know about it. There was always gay people, guys.
Wait, we have a different statistic coming out of NBC Nightly News,
this is maybe where I was getting the 3. I was wrong on the 13, maybe.
Oh, shit. This is a way different statistic than the Gallup.
But I think this is interesting, and I think it's really cool because, like what Nikki said, is I think most of it was just repression, and this is maybe more of a realistic perspective to take. And I love to see it. I just hope that like all things get ugly, things get sticky. You know, these are children and adults trying to figure themselves out.
Yeah.
I just hope that while this like era of self exploration happens, that it isn't abused by just the wrong people, like conservatives and grifters looking to make a quick buck off of just people who are not open and have a lot of money.
Yeah, I think here's the thing, is that we're not like, ideally the thing is we give the youth and a young adult and adults the openness to explore, and then it's ultimately their decision. And I feel like just the openness alone is like, oh, that's scary, right? No, because if they like it, you know, then they'll be queer or whatever. And it's like, chances are they were going to figure it out if they were or weren't without you. Like you weren't part of that equation of them opening up. Like you're born this way, right? V was just saying, like, I admire Zac Efron, but I don't want to have a romantic or sexual relationship with Zac Efron, you know? And that's fair. Like, they figured it out, like the same way hetero people do who are heterosexual, right? They're like, no, I've always liked girls. It was reconfirmed. If you're a man, you like girls, you know, then yeah, that's fine. We gave you the openness to figure that out, that you, yes, in fact, as a man, like a girl. Like, give people the same grace. Like it, you know, it sucks because it's this, people fear the unknown. And when you're repressed, when it's not a topic that's talked about, when it's something that's so taboo, it gets like red lights. Everybody starts like freaking out about it when it's like, it's always been there. You just don't want to see it. Yeah. And now it's everywhere and you can't avoid it. So you're not in your little la la land. And now people are acting crazy about it.
I don't think that's what's happening. I think more men are just being like, she's hot. And then she's like, it's they them. and then some guys are just like, I guess I'm fucking bi.
Well, I would rather it be that than like, no, you're not. You're a woman. Just be a woman. Right. Because I see a lot of that online too.
Yeah. Right. That's true. Here's the thing. More power to you if you're a man and they're like, I love an MB. good for you.
Get that
Good
pussy.
for you.
Mhm.
You find them attractive.
Nuzzle
It didn't
that
deter
pussy.
you. Good for you. Now you can be happy.
Mhm.
Get that pussy.
You know?
Anyway, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. All right, what other topics you got?
Well, I guess there was a little bit more of a fun gay culture topic that I wanted to talk
You're
about.
feeling awful gay. Is that why we named the podcast gay?
I've been yapping quite a bit.
Nathan has figured out he may be on the spectrum.
And we
I always
named
knew I was a little gay.
both spectrums.
I'm just saying it out loud.
Both spectrums.
Yeah.
He likes trains, guys.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes. Big trains. Big trains. Thick trains.
like the caboose.
Oh my God.
They get the caboosey.
I'm cutting him off.
The
He doesn't even have a
Where-
beard, guys.
the caboose-
The caboosey.
all right. What's your
Okay.
fun gay topic?
Hair. I think that initially I was always like very.
The fuck is gay hair? What are you talking about?
No.
Well, wait for it. Wait
Let
for
him
it.
cook. Let him cook.
So, what I feel like I've never voiced it out loud because I think it's just rude to point someone's hair out. But I think as someone on the outside, if you are like hetero or cis, and you're trying to like categorize the gays, I feel like a topic that comes up a lot is like they always have different hair. It's like either dyed or it's like a
So do
cut
libertarians,
that you
though.
don't. What's up?
So do libertarians.
Exactly, but I think that with libertarians, it's just slightly different. Even the libertarians, I think, get sometimes lumped into the gay community because of the way they look. Maybe you wouldn't even think they're libertarian, but they might start talking to you, and then you're like, oh, that's how it is. I hope it's okay. But once upon a time, you once admitted that you used to identify as libertarian, and I think that
No. I didn't identify as libertarian. I almost voted for the libertarian
okay.
candidate, Gary Johnson. I was actually part of the Peace and Freedom Party.
that's right.
There you go.
Like if you were to check my registration, it would say Peace and Freedom Party,
Gotcha.
not Libertarian Party. But I did almost vote Gary Johnson. I ended up voting for Roseanne Barr, but I digress. Continue.
Moving on. But I think that like hair is like an unconscious like attribute to the gay community, whether it be like you have a mullet, you have dyed hair, you're doing something like
It's
counterculture, something alternative.
Sure.
And
Which is why, like, I think the trads are coming back as counterculture, right? Because there's so much counterculture now. It's like if you're clean cut, no tattoos, and like God forbid straight, ew, you're like different.
yeah, you're so right though. You're so right though,
Or
especially
taking
on the
over.
online space. I feel like
For sure,
just because
dude.
like people love talking about the fucking gays on the internet, and like
They
whether
sure
or not
do love
it's
having
like
gays in their
positive
mouths. That's
or
for sure.
very very negative. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
was good.
I think like I've landed on this haircut, and like I definitely get a
Is that how
lot
you knew
more
you were gay?
comments now. Well, I think when people see it now, they are more willing to
Gay.
be open. Like, oh, he
not
he
gonna
might,
rape me.
because I still dress pretty like skater boy, so like very traditional male, I would say, but I think my like effeminate mannerisms and my hair kind of like give me away a little bit. And I was wondering, how did you guys land on your haircut? Because you guys have had the same hair style for a while. Nikki, you play around with a lot of color.
I do. Yeah. I think I like feeling feminine but edgy. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Like sometimes I get micro bangs, sometimes I get choppy layers, sometimes I dye my hair. But I want feminine and like edgy.
But where are your highlights? Where are your curls?
I know, right?
Right,
Where's my
that's
perfectly
what
pinned
women
curls?
are expected to have.
My long hair that goes down to my butt. Listen, I'm trying, okay? No. No, I think that actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, you say that, when my hair was really long, I felt so plain, even though it was like, wow, everybody's like, your hair's so pretty, it's so long. What did I do? My fucking manic ass dyed my whole bangs bright orange because I was like, this is this is looking too traditional. We gotta spice this bitch up real quick. So then I did that. I don't think I realized that until now, that I just wanted a little something because I was feeling a little basic.
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
That's fair. Though
my wife has seen me with like 12 different hairstyles and like some of them are not their favorites, but they're just like, you're beautiful.
Dude, but I can sympathize with that too, because you've also seen me go through it. I've had so many haircuts too.
It's funny because like the story behind why I cut my hair the way I have it now, which I've had since like I would say 17, which is just coiffed back, buzzed on the sides, some degree, right? It happened because like there were these things called suicide girls. Do you guys know those suicide girls?
No.
So these ladies,
not safe for work. I'm just kidding.
They are. They mostly are, but they were like pinup girls, but like emo.
Oh yeah, this is the style I sometimes
anyway,
try to emulate.
All the guys they dated had perfectly coiffed hair, neo trad tattoos. You know what I mean? And had like just an energy about them. And so like I always wanted to again emulate that vibe, so I could find myself a pinup girl wife. You know? And it worked. So you just gotta get this kind of style, like traditional meets like the subversion of that, which is like traditional tattoos, like Sailor Jerry, Suicide Girl pinup shit. Anyway, emulation of other dudes, and I just kind of wanted to,
that's kind of crazy.
Like, look like that.
I can feel that too, because I got the idea of the wolf cut from emulating just the hot people that would come into the coffee shop. I just saw a haircut and I was like, I need that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's usually how it happens. It's like miring and you're like, damn, I want that.
You're like, I could pull that shit off.
Yeah. So I like wore suits at like 18 for no reason.
Someone I think is super hot is Curtis Connor, and he has this haircut and I kind of ripped it from him, and he's someone that I wouldn't want fucking me, but I want to be him.
Right?
That's crazy, May, that you say that, because the reason that I checked, the reason I hit on V was because their hair was perfectly done and they were wearing such great clothing. It was very vintage, classic looking. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, you used to wear a lot more blazers.
Vests and blazers and button-up shirts. They still do, but like that's the style that got me. I was like, oh, that's different.
Like it was also the same time that you had like a lot of like metal dudes starting to rock like suits and stuff. So like I was watching like a lot of screamo bands perform in like Ace of Spades in Sacramento, and like everyone was moving away from like the studded belts and the long swoopy hair to kind of like, oh, I have to have an office job. But everyone still had like tattoos and like dressed well. And, I was always a little bit younger than everybody, so I was like, oh, I gotta look like that hottie over there that's pulling all the suicide girl looking babes, I have to compete.
The goths had to get corporate,
Straight up.
Have you guys seen that? No. That trend?
Corporate goths.
On TikTok? Corporate goth?
No, I could try to find a video.
Oh my god, it's
Jamie
like
today.
It's like the perfect mix between like it's professional, but they're alternative. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, there's this one lady who all her stuff is made out of materials that are like very corporate, very like pleated pants, very like linen shirts and silk and
so just Addams Family.
Yeah, very Addams Family. Very Addams Family. But everything is like alternative. Their earrings are alternative. It's like all black, or it's like a deep colored purple shirt. They have like a thick belt, like platform shoes that are obviously like professional platform shoes, but they're like still platform, and you can tell like they're alternative, but it's like so cool looking.
Yeah.
And this one lady that I follow, she has such great style, but she's like, I needed to cover all my tattoos. So what she does is she shows people like different ways of cleverly covering her tattoos. She is tatted both arms, one full leg, half a leg, her stomach, her chest, everywhere. She's so good at styling her. So nobody even knows she has tattoos. She said the only time somebody found out she had tattoos was when we went on a retreat and they were like working but not really working, and they went to the pool.
Nice.
Yeah. cool. I like it. I like
sounds
that
like
style.
a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, and it's a lot of like what I like to call grown up attire.
Fair.
Like I don't need that many button up shirts. I'm really good, man. I don't need that many blouses. I don't. I think I'm too young for that still.
I've been feeling trying to be a little bit more Banana Republic.
Why?
I don't know. I used to love that store. I could never afford anything there, but I would walk around.
I could afford the plaid shirts
Yeah.
when they were on sale for 2 for $30.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I live and die that Abercrombie's making a comeback in a huge way.
I don't know. Let's see it.
The Abercrombie store, do you think that like online it'll reflect it?
Maybe.
Please do not bring the bad trends back, okay?
Yeah.
No,
we did walk
Abercrombie's-
into one at the Lakewood Mall once, and it did look very trendy. It looked very hot.
Yeah, dude, look at this shit.
Oh shit.
And I kind of dig that the store smells so perfumey. Bring that back.
I'm just
Good
saying,
smelling stores, not musty.
Yeah.
they're really stepping up their vibe though.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, made with pride.
Nathan, I
This is
think
their
you
pride
need a
collection.
mesh shirt like that. Did
It'd
you
be kind of
I
a
would be
hot
into
measure.
it,
We want to
yeah.
go to Abercrombie soon.
I still want one that's like
a tank?
no, not. I mean, I would be open with a tank too, but there's like a layering shirt. It's kind of like a sheer long sleeve.
I've seen it.
Yeah, to put underneath my regular
like, look at
t-shirt.
this, man.
Oh,
The
that's so
colorways,
sick.
dude. They go hard,
Real
bro.
tree.
I'm telling you, Abercrombie's truly stepping up their fucking game.
Mhm.
They're
Get
being
at it.
smart about it.
Don't sleep on the Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just thinking about hair a lot lately, and like I'm due for a haircut soon. I want to get my.
I think you should
My
take
trim.
it really fucking short
was
around your.
thinking-
Just shave it down. You can like do a nice drop fade
Yeah.
or something.
I was even thinking just saying like.
Low
And I'm not the
taper.
biggest
Low
fan of
taper.
this comedian, but I think his hair is sick. Is Theo Vaughn? I would be okay with a Theo Vaughn type
Can you show
haircut.
me a picture? I didn't really
Theo
look at his
Vaughn's
hair.
got a tight mullet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's
He
a
rocks
much tighter
very tight
mullet, but still like the same amount of bang. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
You see, like that.
he rocks a fade on the side. He'll wear it long as
Mhm.
fuck.
Yeah, I kind of want to do something like this.
Like it's just real tapered on the sides.
hmm
Yeah.
You might need a show chat.
Oh shit, my bad. I don't
No,
know
it's
what
okay.
should-
I'm just trying to help out.
Here we
I
go.
think that
Like
would
it's
give it
real
more of a
tapered.
shape.
I think so too.
Yeah.
real tight.
And I think it's gonna make my head look so narrow in a good way. I think with the wolf cut, when I don't put the hair behind my ears,
There you
my
go.
head looks a little wider.
This is it, like fresh. You can
Yeah.
tell. This is fresh.
You could
not
totally
run
rock
out.
that.
hmm
Yeah.
But you got to keep it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think a tight taper would be kind of sick. I think
Mhm.
that's what we'll go with next time, especially because even if I don't like it, it would still grow back into a wolf
Quickly.
cut and
Yeah.
simultaneously quickly, but also less quick than how much it grows now because it's already.
Just don't get rid of
lengthy.
the mullet. That's all.
Yeah. I don't want to get rid of the mullet. I've had long hair, short hair, and I realize I want both at the same time.
There you go.
That's good.
Both at the same
Just like
time.
my
Look at
men
that.
and women. I'm just-
I was going to say. He doesn't want to pick either. He wants both.
yeah. Although, I mean, to fully put it out there, I am also, I think I've only ever had monogamous relationships. I don't know how I feel about myself being poly. I'm open to trying it, but I'm pretty certain if I were to lock down a relationship,
That's
it'd
it.
probably be monogamous.
Yeah.
Like 99 and 98% sure.
Yeah.
I just feel I feel the same sentiment you said about it being a lot of work. I think
Yeah.
my initial reaction is it's going to be a lot of work. That's double the amount of communication. And I feel like
If you want it to be successful.
if you want it to be successful, exactly.
Well, there was a second thing.
I was just yapping. I would have gotten something, but I wasn't there yet.
There's two things that I want to say about poly people. You'll find a lot more poly people willing to be monogamous than you're going to ever find monogamous people willing to be poly, if that
There you
makes
go.
sense.
Yeah.
So like a lot of poly people are willing to compromise with their partner, especially if you're their main or they want to make you the main.
Uh-huh.
Like I know a lot of poly people would be willing to maybe try monogamy more than like
How ironic
monogamous
is
people.
that? All the
Well,
cis
think
hetero
about what
people
we were
just
talking about
cheating.
earlier. Yeah, well, think about what we were talking about earlier, right? Like people that are in those sort of like niche alt communities are
alt.
going to be
Yeah.
still more open minded. I think.
Open.
So, first, and then the second thing I can't remember.
Okay.
Maybe
They'll
that's
come
why
back to you.
relationships in the queer community last longer than heteros.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like-
I've heard that too. But I think, unless you guys have another topic, I mean, we can keep going down this, but do you guys want to put a button in this one?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think
Yeah.
about. It was about poly people though. So like, my point was that you'll find more poly people willing to be monogamous. What the fuck was the other one? It was pretty salient.
Okay.
I hate to forget it, but it's forgotten.
That's okay.
Maybe it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's going to come back to you at that second beer. We're sitting on the couch. Podcast is over.
Maybe it wasn't that salient after all. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, but it was about poly people. I hate to move on and it come back like as we move on to the next topic.
Maybe it was something about.
It's not even about that. It's going to be harder, but you should definitely try it if you're open to it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, jealousy. That's the other thing.
Oh, there you go.
It's like as a monogamous person, like just a thought of it. Like I don't even want to try it. Like
Okay.
I know myself that much. So if you're already like I'm down to try, then you
Yeah.
know yourself that much. You know what I mean? Like you just got to trust your gut, I think.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah,
Like,
I am
something-
way
something
too
like that.
jealous.
Fair.
I mean, and I'm honest about that though. Like sometimes people be looking at V and V is so oblivious to things.
I'm not oblivious. I'm just not paying attention to them.
Yeah, exactly. They're in their own little world and people are checking them out and I'm right behind them and I'm like,
I mean, that might even be the best course of action, human interaction wise, because like you don't know for certain, one, and two, like you're not trying to like make instant enemies, you know? So it's like you're trying to be polite until you have to not be polite, you know?
right.
True.
Exactly.
Like I don't really start shit in public. I'm very non-confrontational. Like I'm definitely like the stereotypical millennial that won't send food back. Thank you so much for the food I didn't want. I will eat as much as I can and then take it to go and then not eat it later.
Not eat it later.
Fair.
And I'll still tip 20% and move on with my day.
And move on.
It's just kind of the person I am.
That's fair.
And we're moving on to the next topic. We had to take your car in today. And
It's gonna be
it was
so much money.
It was a little sad because it's like, you know, you always expect going to the mechanic to spend more than you're going to spend.
But god damn.
Yeah. Today
I'm
was
looking
a
up how
day.
much my car is valued at. Hold on.
Yeah, Kelly Blue Book.
You want to
We thought
explain
it
to
was
them what happened here?
Yeah, so
oil change thing.
we get to the car, V gets to the car and they're putting it into reverse or drive to get the car started. The car's on and everything, but the car is swaying. It's not really moving. It's not doing what it's supposed to. Now, my initial reaction was like, maybe that gear just was not catching. It wasn't catching into the correct gear, which is why it like felt like it was in neutral. And so obviously, you know, they make an appointment with the mechanic because like, that's not okay. Eventually that car ended up working. So they were able to use it, but we make the appointment. We get to the mechanic today.
In Huntington Beach, shout
In
out. My car
Huntington
made it all the way down to
Beach,
Huntington Beach.
in
Okay.
bumfuck nowhere. We walk to an
Sleepy
unmarked
ass
pond.
Was it fish?
We
There were
didn't.
ducks.
There were ducks and swans and blue jays
I'm
and like
so
red things
jealous.
and like
You got so close to us, we could have pet them.
yeah, and then there were so many open fields,
Mhm.
babe.
So many dogs.
I was
so
telling Nate we should go down there maybe tomorrow when you're off work or something. Go find one of those kind of emptier areas and just drive smash down the coast.
Oh yeah.
Kind of fun. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I digress.
But yeah, so it just like we initially took it for this one issue, but you know, from the last mechanic visit, we knew there were some other things we could take care of, but then things just kept piling on. It was like, hey, you know, your coolant's dirty. Hey, you know, you need to align your tires. It's like $30. You might as well just do it now. And then there was a DGI like transmission service that they were recommending because like the car really does like to get serviced, and it's better.
diesel.
It's better to do it now than wait till later because we've been sitting on it.
Diesel combustion engines are pretty different than like your gasoline cars.
Yeah.
They need to be serviced.
They've got pros and cons. I wouldn't say they're worse. They got pros and cons because they're great in certain circumstances. In contrast to a gas car, but
Actually, I don't think there's any benefits to having diesel. Is there?
Well, I mean, when you
I
go
think
to
it's better
different
for the
locations,
environment.
diesel seems to always be available. It's always like,
And how they retrieve it, I
Mhm.
believe, and like process it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's different and slightly better than like gasoline.
yeah, less process, so
Yeah.
less labor and work into it, less carbon emission, but also it's just always very consistent price wise. Like, although the price does go up and it is generally more expensive, it's more stable in the
It
sense
is
of
a
like,
little more stable.
if
Yeah.
there's like an oil shortage or like,
Like when gas spikes above diesel,
Uh-huh.
I know shit's going on in the economy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, gas is more expensive than diesel today. You know,
Exactly.
and that happens every now and then.
but
Yeah.
then when we got out, it was like, initially we came in thinking maybe $600, $700, and now it's $1,200.
$1,200. Okay. Yeah. So I knew the oil change itself was going to be like 150 max.
Which
like,
is, but then that's normal. Jiffy Lube is same,
and they usually
if not
rotate the
cheaper.
tires as part of that anyway.
Yeah.
So I had known that going in and all
Mhm.
that. So I was like, you know, whatever. But yeah, $1,200, right? And I just looked it up on Kelly Blue Book, guys. This is literally my car, except it doesn't have a moonroof, and it's at 100,000 miles. This
Oh.
car,
Damn.
it's at 108,000 miles. Kelly Blue Book says 7,000 to 9,000. Not bad.
I
And
think that
ours
could
is
be
only
12
at
easy.
82, right?
It's at 84.
84,000.
It's at 84,
And it has a moonroof.
and it has a moonroof. Yeah,
And it's
a
baby.
360 moonroof, not just
Yeah.
the front moonroof.
Yeah.
I found the one that had the fucking full moonroof. Okay.
I fucking love our car. I love everything
too.
about our car. It is spacious and it's low and
Even the dude at the
seat
shop was
warmer.
like, "It's a good car."
Yeah.
and
said something like
it's
that.
it's
I
such
forget what he
a
said.
nice
He
he
car.
literally
car.
like that.
those literal words.
Mm-hmm. It's a good car.
Yeah,
It's 10 years old.
it's sucky that it costs that much, but like this car is so nice that I'm like, let's keep it as long as we can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like changing
worth it.
cars.
Maybe
Changing
like
cars
another
gives me
2
anxiety.
3 years.
Yeah, and then V can buy whatever.
Yeah, I think
Car
that'd be
they
a good
want.
2 to 3 years you sell to get maximum return on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And let someone else kind of write it out for the last years and like mod
Mhm.
it and do whatever
Yeah.
they want.
For someone's 16th birthday or something, you know?
Yeah, it'd be a bitch on like,
Yeah.
like
It's a
student car for
nice
sure.
car.
It is. It's nice. I like it a lot.
Mhm. But that was, that was a lot on the mental state today, I feel like.
And to put $1,200 into a car that's like a $9,000 car, like this is probably the last time I'm gonna want to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I could maybe after this do another 500, but then it's like
oil changes and shit.
yeah, for the next
Tire alignment,
exactly.
Like the shit that you would have normally done like when you took it off the lot.
Yeah, and then before it starts going bad, I'm gonna want to sell that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
Double
when you
list.
do sell it, I think you could ask for above Kelly Blue Book because it's going to have a new service transmission. So it's going to be like top of the line that you could expect from a 2014 car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what it needs to do.
Yeah.
But
that was our morning, and we spent the day at the park just chilling and, watching the ducks go by and chatting and
Got a little sun,
yeah, got a little sun, maybe a little too much sun.
honey. This is why you gotta wear sunscreen.
yeah, I did.
You
forget.
have a mini sunscreen that you can put in your car.
True.
I
This is
remember
true.
to spray my cologne on me so the people at the car mechanic place knew.
You smelled good. Speaking of,
Fucking with.
And you called it too a little bit.
I did, guys. I didn't mean to do this.
Oh, yeah.
My wife's driving me to work at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm like, hey, if you get a chance, mind you, we're traveling possibly next month, which is why
We are. It's
No,
not a
it's the
possibility.
21st.
No, we
right?
are. We're going at the end of the month. We're traveling up north, so it's 300 plus miles. Anyway, so that's in the back of my head, and I tell my wife as we're driving to my work,
My wife.
hey, can you call and make an appointment at the mechanic? Sorry, thank you. At the mechanic if you get a chance. And then that same day that I say that, the afternoon, V has this issue with the car and has to make an appointment for the very next day, which is today.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, V called me and was like, you're a witch. And I was like, I did not mean to put that out into the universe. I just had a feeling we needed to go to the mechanic. And now it feels bad, guys. It feels bad.
It's
it's okay.
It's better to know.
Yeah,
It's better to know.
it's better safe than sorry. Better to get it done now, where we have a couple weeks. If we have to wait for a part, a couple days, like we have that leeway. We're not stressing. We're not worrying about driving it that far.
But speaking of money, I'm trying to convince V, but we need your permission.
Wait, what?
We need to go to the Harbor House Cafe.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a cafe that I
saw that bill.
I love this cafe, but it's just so far.
want
I
anything to
never want to go.
Where is it?
It's on PCH and like almost Warner. Thank you.
Can I get some Pedialyte in my cup?
And it's very closely related to the Shoreline Cafe, which is a beloved icon of Long Beach that I wish was still around. Gone way before the pandemic, so there was no hope for it to be around now. But it is so good, and I swear I could smell it when we were passing by it.
I didn't smell it.
If not next week, we need to go at some point because that I think we
If
deserve
I'm not
it.
available, you should. But if I'm available, I would love to.
For sure. But it's like diner food. So
Harbor
breakfast, Harbor House Cafe. It's a great spot, and it's open very late.
24 hours a day.
Yep.
It doesn't close actually. So
Mhm.
we can go there like at 2:00 this morning.
Anytime you want.
Go there right now. It's kind of crazy. Need to take out? No problem.
We'll go to Sweetwater, and then we'll take an Uber.
Whoa.
Oh, V would like that. V would likes being by the beach.
Oh yeah.
Randy says, great food, great location. The
Oh, that was-
Integrity.
That was 10 days ago.
location is awesome for morning walk on the beach. I've been coming here for years, and they still are serving great food.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Good review from Sam. Oh, it's only 4 stars.
Maybe he had to wait a long time and he
Kinda
was
nuts.
upset about
I
it.
got
You know?
Joe's hungry scale.
Wait. We have a 3-star Andy over here from this month. This diner from Haley. This diner is a small shop on the coast. We came in to get some pancakes and ended up ordering more than what we came for. Everything we ordered was okay, but you bitch help. 3 stars seems kind of harsh. Oh, it continues.
Yeah.
It continues, guys. It continues. Hold on. And there's photos. Okay, this is great. What the fuck? Everything we ordered was okay, but the pancakes were super disappointing. Would not come back. Pancakes.
Interesting.
Staying food, French fries. Okay, fries, nothing special. I did like how the portions were large. So maybe you're getting quantity a little bit over quality, which is what I would expect at a cafe.
Yeah.
not
I'm like, you're
completely
going to a
out of line.
diner. What do you expect? What?
It's not. Yeah, that it's like going to the diner and being like, dude, is the coffee bad?
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah,
It has caffeine. What do you want?
it is. And she's been up since 2 a.m. So shut the fuck up.
Shut up. That's the 4th cup she's had it pour in the
Yeah.
last 30 minutes.
All right, corned beef hash and eggs review. These were pretty good. Love the corned beef, but the hash browns were a bit soggy. Nothing too bad though. That would actually kind of irk me from a cafe.
Wait,
Soggy potatoes. That's the
it's
one
corned
thing.
beef hash, though. It's
has
meant.
oil and shit.
Yeah, it's mixed together. What does she mean it was soggy? It's all mixed together, obviously.
Order another Bloody Mary.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, on to the pecan pancakes. She said the pancakes were the worst. I was expecting something other than a plain pancake with pecans on top. This was very disappointing, especially since the pecans were so stale.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Overall, this place seems like a hit or miss. I do like the large portions, but quality needs some work as a diner. And they gave a pretty elaborate review here, though. Service mediocre. Service, oh, that's kind of harsh. Service was quick, but they did not seem like they wanted to be there.
You got to brown nose at diners. You got to love your server and you
Yeah.
got to love your cook, and they will
100%.
treat you right. And I
100%.
feel like they did not talk.
Right.
They were not a talker.
Cost. It's affordable diner. Okay, that's good.
You know
Parking.
who would get the best
Limited
service
parking.
here? Is your
Us.
mom.
Oh-
Mary
oh my
would
God,
get the best fucking service
Because my
there.
mom thrives in this place.
Yep.
She immediately.
I can see her in here.
Here's the tips, guys. So immediately you walk in. As soon as you're greeted, you look for the name tag.
Uh-huh.
From there on out, you address them only by their name, and you do it in the sweetest tone. Don't be a fucking creep. Guys tend to be a little bit creepy with this. You need to
Brian.
be careful. Yeah. You know what? Put a little flick of the wrist on it if you need to. But addressing someone by their name sends so much respect. And it might be the first time they've heard someone call them by their name that day. Think
Yep.
about it. You know what I mean? That little bit of dignity goes a long way.
Yeah, especially
know?
if you're taking the time to recognize it and then use it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like tip number 1. Tip number 2 is just to like be an organized person at your table, like throughout the night. They tend to notice that too. Like if you start stacking shit or
Yeah.
like keeping things orderly, making their lives a little bit easier, they're gonna make your life so much better.
Yeah, I
You know?
agree.
So
I
those
totally
are like
agree.
2 tips going into a place like a diner or like, you know, one of those big chains like an Olive Garden, a cheesecake factory. Like those things go so fucking
It's
far.
just a courtesy thing. Like,
Yeah.
You know what?
they
though?
probably
It's
don't.
2024. No one has that anymore. Like,
No, they don't. No,
It's
you're right.
crazy.
No, you're 100% right. That's why it needed to be said. 100%.
this was a good review, though. Are there any more?
Mhm.
I was kind of getting on a roll here. I like this.
Yeah, another diner that this place reminds me of is you guys have gone to Schooner later, right?
No.
No, it's a place on the border.
Schooner?
Yeah, it's spelled almost like
The
C
SC.
Yeah, you got it. This place, they filmed episodes of Dexter here, which is like their claim to flame.
They have filmed
Claim to
things
fame.
of Dexter everywhere in Long Beach.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
but this place made a big appearance because like you could even see their sign and stuff in certain shots. But this place is super sick. Their like famous dish is called the mess, and it's like pretty much a mix of everything, like eggs, whatever meat,
Hash
Chicken
hash
browns.
browns. Yeah.
Nice.
And this place, I would be surprised if they don't have anything but like 4 and 5 stars.
What's up, Mythical?
Chilaquiles.
Home of the mess, as featured on Diners and Drive-Ins.
Oh, okay. Nice.
What?
Guy Fieri.
Overall rating seems to be about a 4.5, and that's
Okay.
not bad.
No,
No,
it's not
3.5.
bad. Or 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah. But
That's
given
kind of-
they have almost 2K reviews, like, yeah, that's still pretty freaking good for a diner.
I want to
And
see.
since 1985, they've
That's
been
pretty
around.
good. 40 years.
Made it past the pandemic even.
Yeah.
Can I search via the reviews for the? Yes, I can.
Mhm.
The mess as a keyword. I want to see a review of the mess. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. All 4 stars so far. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Really
this
wanted
is
to
my
give
one
it 5 stars, but they gave it a 3.
Yeah, they did, which is kind of weird. I don't really trust people who don't include photos because I feel like why not include photos?
Yeah.
If you're going to be a food reviewer on Yelp, if you don't have the photo evidence, I don't want to hear you talk about how something is oily. It's like,
Yeah.
is it though? Or are
Was
you being a
it?
little... Anyway, so the mess. My dad always orders the mess without fail, and it hits every single time. I'm much more of a lunch person myself, but they do have an amazing breakfast. Which one's the mess?
I think it's the last one, that one.
Oh,
It looks good, right? I think they sell a half mess too. So I think that might be the half portion because the mess is pretty big. Like I've never finished it. I've only gotten it a handful of times because they do humbly ask that you do not do any substitutions on it. So that the times I have gotten it, I've gotten it with the cheese, and it is good. It is really good, but it is huge.
This looks nice, but
Oh yeah.
okay, this is maybe a controversial take, but when I see something like this, if it's more than like $10, I don't want it.
Okay. With French toast?
Yeah,
or-
I just don't really feel like toast and eggs is worth more than like $10, even in this economy.
That's
Am I
fair.
crazy? Like, what are we talking about? What's up, Mythical?
Toast and eggs.
Oh,
we're talking about
breakfast.
diners.
Breakfast, yeah.
Blackfist.
Maybe there's a better place.
I,
to put chat here.
you know what? I kind of relate to that person. I'm more of a lunch person at a diner.
Mm.
Breakfast is like a hit or miss for me. Only because I don't eat half the stuff that people eat for breakfast.
Fair. Not a meat eater.
I'm not
Unless
a meat
it's
eater.
chicken.
Yeah. And most of the time it's like bacon or pork sausages or Canadian ham or,
Kielbasa.
chorizo. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Honestly, I
Wait, is
wonder
this
why
next
they
to the
don't make a
crab
chicken
pot or whatever?
chorizo because I feel like that would hit.
The
What?
boil pot or whatever, babe? What
It's
is this
literally
called?
across the street from it.
This
Yeah.
is like right next to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love the boiling pot. No, what is it
I'm
called?
sorry, if I'm driving over
Boiling
there, I'm
crab.
probably going to Boiling Crab. Yeah, I'm not going to be going to
Yeah.
this spot.
I think it's boiling pot.
I would rather go to the
Bowling
breakfast
pot.
bar if I'm targeting food like this, I think. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, and it's closer.
At the breakfast bar, you're paying upwards of $10 though
Yeah, you are.
for eggs and
That's
toast.
that's where my greedy food
Yeah.
comes from, is going to the breakfast bar and getting like one of the lemon crepes, and it's
Mhm.
like super small. Not a huge fan of that.
That's fair. I love breakfast. I'm a sucker for a good diner, and then my favorite diner of all time, Long Beach Cafe, closed, so it's always sad. So I'm trying to keep these places alive.
Dude, the Long Beach Cafe was so good.
Yeah.
Like, my dad is originally from Orange County,
Mhm.
and he would, every time he would come out here to Long Beach to like come hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I asked him, what do you want to eat? He'd always be like, Long Beach Cafe.
Hell yeah.
Long Beach Cafe.
It was so good.
He was so devastated when I had to tell him that it was closing.
Mm-hmm.
That is funny. They couldn't sustain it. They had some of the biggest breakfasts for like $7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
$7.95. That's what
That was
the price was
amazing.
for the I think it was kielbasa. It's like a spicy sausage, egg, and hash brown with toast combo. And I got that pretty religiously every time. I branched out too. They had a Greek menu because they were Greek immigrants who bought that cafe, which is super cool. I honestly, sometimes I have dreams of like owning the Long Beach Cafe, and instead of
This is it.
Yeah.
cutting off the Greek portion and putting our ethnic food in there, like south of the border and Asian.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think it would be sick, especially because there's already a lot of like Korean, Mexican fusion food out there. So I think it would work really easy.
I mean, it's because like the spices, the freaking level of
And
seasoning.
Koreatown's right smack dab in LA.
Mm.
It has like a natural blending of cultural food.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I know that person. Oh, it's about White Eyes.
Mhm.
Changing owners, also sad. I went to
R.I.P.
We Op for the last time last week, and
Oh, dude, the Electric Expo is coming to it's right down there. They're setting up for it right now. I was
Yeah.
gonna get tickets, but it was kind of expensive just to like drive a fucking Cybertruck. I'm not doing that.
yeah.
I wasn't gonna do it though. I'm not even gonna lie. I was this close.
You
to being,
checked
like,
it out. You were like, wait.
It's like $75. I was like, dude, is it worth it to take my camera down there? But I'm like, I don't know, man. Probably not.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it kind of looked fun. I asked you
Are you
guys
going to
like
the bathroom?
fucking 3 minutes ago.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
Um,
Have a podcast. She said.
yeah, a lot of my favorite food places are always closing, and it sucks.
June 1st.
Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, you pretty much just ride scooters, I heard. Like, the Instagram comments were pretty negative about this event. And I was like, I don't know. I don't spend that much money
That's
on
okay.
it.
It feels cold.
And if you're just tuning in, welcome to the great A Yappers, the gays, if you will. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
So-
our first episode of the new podcast rolling out.
We're gonna try some NFT water later.
Yeah. So
I still wanna talk
don't
about
clip
my
it
topic.
because we don't own the rights to those images.
Flip it and ship it. Can we switch to the next topic?
Yeah, sure. We could talk about
like the
music
dark
that
man.
we've been listening
I
to
wanna talk
lately.
about video
we
games.
could talk about video games.
Video games. Hey, what's up?
Cybuds? Welcome back to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for making it.
Okay, so I say we, but mainly V and Nate have talked about video games in the past, playing video games, Spider-Man, Fall
Potter.
Guys, Harry Potter, Fortnite, all that stuff, right?
True. All true.
Mhm.
Okay, so all these games
All
are
true.
either
All
available on the computer or on the PS5, right?
Yeah.
I play a
I'm
lot
not
of
a
games on
gamer.
my iPad. I would
That's okay.
consider myself a gamer,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like people, when they talk about gamers, they talk about those types of video games or games, right?
Yeah.
Just in general. And I feel like a lot of those games, like Fall Guys and stuff like that, that feels like very iPad gamey
Mobile game.
mobile
you can't
game.
play Fall Guys on an iPad.
You can't, but
Unfortunately.
it feels like it's in the same vein.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure you can't though. It's not the same vein.
I'm not saying you can, but you can play Sweet God
thought we
here
figured
on
out-
Switch and on my iPad. So there's some games that are very similar.
This is
Yeah.
not a conundrum. We figured out what your problem is.
What is it?
Call them out.
You thrive in the family games category.
Okay.
I do,
He does.
but I also like strategy. I also like brain
family
games.
games.
Chess.
Jeopardy.
Yeah,
Jackbox.
Tetris, that sort of thing. Yeah, okay. But I would consider myself a gamer because I'm over here doing brain puzzles and Tetris.
No,
No, sorry, Xander.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to chat.
Not today.
No, sorry. I'm just talking about games.
We possibly could do dailies, but it depends on how much time we've got left.
Yeah,
Where do I put chat?
and the
Maybe
dailies.
center bottom.
Okay, but here's the thing too. So I'm talking to V yesterday. Was it yesterday? I'm like, I like watching people play video games. It's fun. And I always see Nate and V play video games on the TV. We have a PS5. It's a nice TV, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, hey, why don't we download a new game for the PS5? Maybe something we both like, right? Something that I can engage in and be excited about. Hey, Xander.
Hey.
And we spent like 20-30 minutes trying to find a game that we could play on the PS5 that was maybe like similar to something I played on my iPad or like in the same vein and stuff. It did not go as planned, and they don't have a lot.
And
And,
go
like-
ahead and tell them about the game you ultimately decided on, honey.
I like puzzle games, okay?
Snuff puzzles.
Yeah,
Congrats
they were-
on
they were-
100%,
Yeah,
bro.
congrats, Xander. That's actually kind of tight and very impressive. I still don't have 100%.
Yet.
No, I don't have 100%.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
we have a second character.
I have like 97% or something like really awful like that.
Okay, well, you got to do it. It's like 89.5.
I think I was able to like graduate and I stopped playing or something like that. Like once I was able to get to the fucking end ceremony, I was like, okay, that's it, right?
But we made that second character
We
because
did.
we missed out on Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sorry, we're gonna
See, and that's one of the games, Hogwarts Legacy. It was so fun to watch, and that game had puzzles built into it that I remember having fun helping V figure out.
That was true.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I do remember, yeah.
I feel like you would love The Legend of Zelda too. for
I
the same
actually
reason.
don't like The Legend of Zelda. My mother was a beast at it. She would
Okay.
like, I remember like she
Your
would,
mother?
yeah,
Mhm.
she would fucking get
You play
so
on the
mad
Nintendo.
when she'd
Oh.
lose all of her hearts. Yeah.
Wow.
She would like go ape shit. She'd be like, I need to go outside and have a cigarette. It's like, what's going on? She's like, I love my last life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
was
she's a
intense.
gamer all around, though. Maria's. So I just like,
Okay,
want.
but here we go. So that's kind of like very close to like an old school Mario adventure style game. So you just gotta find like your niche is sort of okay. She likes farming games, but she likes the strategy game. That's not a strategy game. It's more of a shapes game.
Not just shapes, like puzzles.
Kind of a shapes game.
Shapes, patterns, levels,
Yeah.
those sorts of games.
Okay. What do you
Nice.
feel like drew you to that initially?
I think ever since I was little, I
Born an iPad kid.
just never. I watched my brothers growing up playing games that were like fighting games and shooting games
I like
and
fighting
skater games and
Racing
stuff.
games.
And I never got the point.
Uh-huh.
It felt maybe the storylines weren't as good, right?
Mhm.
Because I've invested in some of the games that you guys play now. Like Spider-Man was really visually cool too. Hogwarts was
Yeah.
cool. I
Like
was a little
Coney-
more
Coney
into that.
Island? She was
But maybe
tight.
like it's because I was like I had a bad experience with the previous games where like the storylines were not good. It felt so redundant. It
Mhm.
felt like I wasn't going anywhere with the game. But now games are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Maybe we got to download that South Park game that came out in March. I
True.
haven't
Snow Day.
heard anything about. No,
Let's
that
go,
came out
fellow
in
iPad gamer.
2017.
That's what I'm talking about, Xander. That's what I'm talking about. I'm an iPad
I looked it
adult.
up yesterday. It's called Snow Day.
Nah. See, I personally prefer playing games on my iPad, but I also like watching people play games online
2.8. What the
and
fuck?
on their PS5. I think it's fun overall.
That's funny that you say that too, because like even my mom, who was like the classic like boomer who hated video games, didn't like that me and my brother played them. Even like in video games that like Fallout, my mom would get mad at me and my brother if we drank the beer or the vodka or like used drugs in the game, which is like, it's a video game. I'm like, come on. But she would make comments to my brother when he was playing Assassin's Creed that she liked just him walking around in Boston in Assassin's Creed. She just liked the visual aesthetic of like walking around the city.
Ah, that's what I'm saying. Like now the games are way more cinematic.
Mhm.
I only play, what's that?
COD Mobile and Warzone Mobile and Minecraft
He
and
plays some of the
Warframe.
most like complex games.
Yeah.
that
It's
you
like
can play on an
consoles
iPad.
being put
Yeah.
into the iOS,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is sick.
And
It's
I
so
rem-
sick.
I think games are just different now. Maybe I got to give a couple a chance because I also remember watching you guys play COD Mobile, and I think it was COD Mobile, right?
Yeah, it was during the pandemic,
and it was very cinematic and very cool looking too. Yeah,
I agree.
But I think I'm a gamer.
Yeah, you are a gamer.
My point is, I'm a gamer, just different.
It's $30.
Damn,
that's not bad. That's not bad. Most games are like $79 now, but I think it's interesting that there are a lot of console games moving over to like the mobile framework, but not the opposite. Because you were just saying how like the PlayStation doesn't offer the family games that style of gaming that you're looking for.
They would make bank. I'm telling you right now, the same way that people buy packs for Fortnite. Yeah. Same way people buy packs for Family Farm Adventure.
I've seen
more
it.
so. No.
More so.
Because it's all microtransaction.
Yeah. Because you get stuff and it's like stuff to progress in the game. Yeah. I think if they switched some games from iPad games to PS5, they would be making so much money.
Probably. They should start doing that. I don't understand why they're not.
Look what they did with freaking Suika, right? They took that game and put it on the iPad. Hella people were like 99 cents for an upgrade. Yes, please. And they freaking did that.
In 2024, the mobile games market is projected to generate $98.74 billion worldwide.
That's crazy.
Guys.
That's crazy.
That is a huge industry, and partially why the gaming as industry as a whole sector is fucking booming. And you want to know partially also though, you have a lot of scam games. There, little scammers like the one you ended up playing.
Oh,
which one?
The puzzle game from PS5, that Smut.
I was okay getting scammed. Show me bigger titties, please.
Do you remember what it was called? I'm going to show chat. What was it called? Beauties? Something Beauties?
Beauty Fantasies or something?
Like, yeah, PS5. Hold on, I'm going to look it up.
It was such a good puzzle game, though. It was easy to maneuver, clear and concise, and there was bonus things. But it was just smart. And they were like, you want more you like these 6 puzzles for free? Pay $8 for like 40
You
more.
liked it. You considered buying the pack.
I did. I sat there on that screen to buy it for like 10 minutes. Fantasy Beauties.
She built these puzzles, let me tell you. She will build them good.
Look, 4.11. Yeah. They were good puzzles. And with every level, right, there was 3 puzzles for each person, and there was 2 people that were for free. The first one was like 20 pieces. The second one was like 30 pieces. The third one was like 40 pieces. I love that progression. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something.
Totally.
And that's what I want from a game.
Yeah, you did this puzzle right here.
Yeah, I did that puzzle.
Wait, where'd it go?
I did all 3 of her puzzles.
Ophelia.
Yeah, and that was the third one, and it was the most pieces, and it was really fun. Look at it. Look at how...
Yeah, look at how.
And it does have some strategy. Like, I feel like you could assemble the puzzle at, like, faster or slower, depending on, like, which pieces you put in first, because there were, like, red highlighted puzzle pieces that wanted you to do first, but you didn't have to. You could, like, throw down and do, like, a multi-puzzle initiation, which was cool. It was really sick. It was just funny watching you guys play and like laugh about it, you know?
Yeah, he walked into the house and he was like, oh, what's the new game?
No, wait, it goes even back further than that. You texted me a photo and I took a quick glance at it because I was riding my bike over and I was like,
oh,
Nikki's playing. Sick. They put Fortnite on. I guess I'm ready to play Fortnite when I get there. And then I get here and like on the screen are like 3 of the biggest anime titties I've seen ever because it's on like a big ass TV screen too. I was like,
I just see. Okay, here's the thing. This is what happens.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, my mic is picking everybody up.
Sorry. This is what happens when I like something.
Thank you.
I like something so much on my phone that V was like, "You don't use the Kindle anymore. It's old. We gotta upgrade it."
Did you just call it a Kindle?
I used to have a Kindle. I used to play on the Kindle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your Mac, your iPad.
I used to play on the Kindle. I used to play on the Kindle because you let me, but then it got so outdated that none of my games could be
it was the
downloaded.
No, it was an Amazon Fire tablet.
Oh, Amazon Fire tablet. I don't know. My wife just gives me tech and says you can download your games. But my games kept updating, and then they're like, you can't download it anymore because this thing is too old. It was old. So V's like, let's invest in an iPad. You'll use it. I'll use it. It'll be good. I wanted a bigger screen. I wanted my game to be bigger, right? So what did I do? Phone to iPad. And now I want iPad to giant TV with PS5.
Yeah.
That's what I want. It's so fun. I was so invested in those puzzles because I could see it clearly. It was easy to maneuver, and it was just fun.
I think we got to get you more comfortable using the PS5 controller.
Yeah, I think that's my issue.
We won't be able to get you off Sims.
Yeah. Not just Sims.
We've
If
played
I could
Sims in a
master
long
the
time.
controller better, I think I would be on a lot more games. Because even Fall Guys, I like remember how to do some stuff, and then and then V's like, "What are you doing? Press that button!" And I'm like, "God damn it, where is it?" Right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just need to play more games.
Yeah, Fortnite. Let's go.
Xander, yeah, dude, fucking Hogwarts had really cool puzzles.
Yeah.
So many cool puzzles. I actually ended up having to Google how to do a few of them.
I do that a lot.
It
too.
ran over a sheep.
I couldn't quite figure out a few of them.
Yeah.
I was Googling a lot, and I had like my phone up, and I was sitting there like, oh, I gotta run down this hallway.
I couldn't complete Fallout if I didn't Google it.
You gotta Google.
Yeah.
Listen, I Google for my iPad games, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how do I do this thing? Is it worth it?
Dude, I kind of want to get Snow Day South Park now.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Could be sick.
$29 though.
That's fun though. No, I did, Xander. I did enjoy the puzzle part of the Hogwarts. I think it's a really good incorporation because I kind of like it's not so monotonous. Yeah, it like breaks it up, so you're like doing puzzles, and then you're learning spells, and you're learning like the controls of the spells, and you're doing like tasks, and you're collecting stuff. So I feel like the puzzle was a good aspect because again, you want to feel like you're accomplishing something, just like they give you those tasks to go collect things. The puzzles are another step of that.
Totally.
Yeah. That game was fun, and it looks so fucking cool. It was just nostalgic. It was nostalgic. Let's be real.
So let me ask you this. What games are we playing lately?
Sims.
Sims?
Playing The Sims lately.
Sims.
And I think I am maybe gonna bite the bullet on Snow Day. That could be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
A distraction.
We might be
for
getting
life.
Snow Day. I think we've been talking about it for 2 days now, right?
We just
You
watched the
mentioned
new,
it. I was like, oh yeah, I saw it.
Okay, weird flex, Xander. Who asked?
Well, that's good. That means your brain is working for the puzzles. You know what I'm saying? It's a good exercise.
Yeah.
They say those kinds of games help with like memory, retention of information, solving patterns.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Look at Saint over there. He's just being chill up in his like rocker.
Yeah.
So there's normally a cushion on that chair, but it's not there right now. Not his back cushion. So I took his bed that fits perfectly, and that's his rocking chair. You guys don't know.
He's being so cute right now.
And he's
Look at
been
him.
asleep for the last however we've been on this. He's been
Look
on
at
that chair.
him. He's being adorable. What?
I think it's a new thing. That's his chair.
That's my baby.
That's his
my
nephew.
baby. Well, if you're just tuning in, we're gonna do some NFT water tasting later. So stay peeled for that. Do you have any more topics that we want to talk about? We are the Great A Yappers. You can call us the gays if you must.
We could talk about the state of the world. We could talk
No.
about music that you've been
Next.
listening to lately.
No.
We could talk about
You
Jesus
leave Mary
Christ.
out of goddamn.
we could talk about MILF Manor.
We can talk about your mom. You want to talk about your mom?
Yeah, my mom is not a MILF.
Oh, some
Ow.
of the shows we've been watching. Okay, so
MILF Manor. We have been watching MILF Manor.
we have been watching
I'm
MILF
team
Manor.
Not season 1 Kelly.
Yeah, not season 1.
Yeah, she is an
She
instigator.
is something else.
She is there to fight.
She's there to stir stuff.
Nah, my mom has the worst personality. I feel like it's like I root for her in the same sense that like I also recognize that she's just not a great person, but like I think she struggles with relationships because of her personality. I just like I do think she'll be alone for a really long time.
It's tough when you're drastically different from the adult
Yeah.
in your life. No,
Mhm.
it's true. if you value and look at relationships differently, it's hard.
I would never tell her that to her face. She can just watch the podcast.
I'm Team Kelly. She's 59 years old, a total catch, and absolutely wifey material.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she's wifey material, 100%. She's
Get
been married
this
3
woman
times.
a PJ.
Yeah, she needs a private jet immediately.
She's just so like happy and full of life and like just ready to enjoy it. You
We
know?
like Lynette too.
Yeah, Lynette is so mother.
Yeah, she is.
Lynette's getting some.
Mm-hmm.
She is. Good
Spoiler
for
alert
her.
For MILF Manor too, if you haven't seen it. Lynette's the only one smashing in the house.
You know what? You root for her because she's just so sweet and caring, but she's also very fun and like open to trying things and, you know.
Whoever photoshopped these pictures to make them all wearing purple, it's hilarious.
Oh.
Wait, where are the men?
Wait,
I
we
don't
missed
give a
the
shit
girls.
about them. I'm just-
I just skipped the ones I didn't give a shit about.
Oh, Jamie left because she was lying.
Liar.
yeah.
Crystal
Is
is kind of problematic too. She
Yeah.
likes to start shit too.
I'm realizing they're really not that old. This lady is 48 years old. That doesn't
think
really feel
she's
like it's
true.
super
The youngest is
old.
46, so like the older we get,
I don't trust Christina.
no.
She's got like a non-trustworthy face.
She got information about Jamie, and then she said, "I won't tell anybody." Then what she do? She told everybody, and then
almost
everybody
in the
pulled it
same
out
breath.
in the same moment. It was moments later, guys.
Yeah.
Moments later,
But
same time of
I
day.
think that also the red flag for me was like, so she was doing some sort of fling with Joey, who we think is a little bitch, but
Yeah, he's definitely
initially was
poor.
kind of cool, and he got chosen to go on a date, like not his choice, against his will, even though he was enthusiastic about it. And then because of that, she was like, I need revenge. I need to also go on my own date that I'm going to direct and control.
Oh, 45 is the
And
youngest.
then Barbie. Let me pull up the men too. But what do we feel about Barbie?
Barbie's also a little messy.
She's messy because she just wants all the attention all of the time.
But that's the show. I feel like
I
that's so
know.
okay.
But like part of it is also like you want to make connections with the people. You don't
Totally.
want to just make them want you.
Mhm.
And then you just be like, I can't pick.
True. Just be open with like your indecisiveness.
Yeah.
Okay, so more spoilers coming up. But if you don't know, on MILF Manor,
Mhm.
it's young guys and older women, but their dads are here.
Mhm.
Don't like that guy. Don't like either of them actually.
Really?
Well, I like the dad a little more.
The dad's kind of
yeah.
cool.
I
like the
haven't
dad.
I haven't built an opinion on Dad yet, but the MMA
got dance
fighters,
moves.
like
That's kind of hot.
he's got, I don't know, serial killer vibes.
He gives me the ick.
I feel like he
Joey.
definitely watches Andrew Tate.
Joey's a child.
20
Joey is
he's
so
21.
yeah, but he acts like he's 16 years old in high school. He is such a
Mhm.
child.
He's such like a what is that one guy's name? Centeno, Nick, whatever his name
Okay.
is. A knockoff.
He's a bit of a debate lord.
Joey?
Yeah. Of when he was sitting around the couch with all all his friends, he was gossiping. He was
Yeah, he's a
gossiping.
little
The
gossipy.
hens were pecking, all of them.
Sam is just boring. He's
Yeah,
just
what was
boring.
Sam's a little
Sam,
uneventful.
I was gonna say I don't remember.
Sam, his dad is the one that sells the private jets.
Yeah.
The broken leg.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right. That's right.
Sam's kind of like uneventful, but he's also not like dramatic, which I kind of like.
Yeah, he
because
kind of floats under the radar.
he
A
does,
little bit.
but
Yeah.
he's still making connections. Good for him.
I was gonna
Mhm.
say he doesn't have much going on this show.
Yeah, because he's boring. I think he's just like floats under the radar too much and is just like got nothing unique about him that makes him stand out from like every other white guy, in my opinion.
Side note, yeah, Xander, when I was playing Hogwarts, my game crashed a lot too. It's kind of surprising. It's still
Damn,
doing
that sucks.
Okay, British boy. I always forget his name. Jacob, but 23.
I don't really like him. He seems like he's like,
He's a little insecure.
it's
I think.
about me.
Yeah.
He's really
I'm
like
feeling
insecure
very-
with his dad,
yeah.
which I think
Mhm.
is funny because his dad has not made like any place for the women he wants.
His
Yeah.
dad is a babe, though. When
Oh,
you
yeah.
compare the two, you're gonna pick the dad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dad's like feeling himself because he's working on himself. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Dude,
I need,
Dad's
like
is
the
hot.
opposite of insecure.
Yeah.
Oh, not Stacy, Miles.
Miles is.
I felt like I had a cathartic moment when he and his dad were talking, because it was like they were all saying the right things. Now, do I believe anything came of it? I don't know, but
It was good that it was said.
Yeah, it was good that it was said, and like I feel like it's always something I wish my own father had said.
Sag, dude.
So it's like at least someone got it, but you know, just because it was said doesn't mean like it's a happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad Stacy, who's 54, just shows up after apparently like 10 years of not being in this guy's life. This kid.
First time talking in that time.
And he,
No,
like,
I think
shows
it
up
was
on
like
the
3 years
show.
they hadn't talked. They were like on and off talking.
Okay.
But
Something like
10
that.
years since he was like involved in his life.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's iffy.
Christopher.
Yeah, this guy
Chris.
he scares me. I wouldn't want him like. I just feel like he could be violent.
He
Yeah.
acts like he's
I get what you
alpha,
mean.
but he's really beta. You know what I'm saying?
he wants to be Sigma so bad.
He's just not it, but he thinks he's it, but he's not.
No, he's totally like, I don't know. He's kind of a dreamboat and he knows it. You know what I mean? And
No.
yeah, look at him, dude. He's like,
I mean, he's a babe, but
he's
like,
tall, dark, and handsome.
yeah, but then he talks
He's
and you're
got the
like,
light
no.
eyes. So like,
Yeah, but he like,
he's
he opens his mouth and you're like, no, thank you. I'm okay.
fair. All right, let's meet the dads. Let's meet the daddies. Because again,
Pony.
the sons are they're
Pony.
competing directly with their fathers.
Yeah.
This is Anthony, father to Joey. They photoshopped the hell out of my man's
I like
face.
Anthony more than I like Joey.
Yeah. I feel like Anthony's just like a good character.
Anthony's
Anthony's-
it legit runs a pizza place.
Yeah.
That's
He-
cool.
He thinks he acts like the tough guy, but then he gets emotional when his son talks about him in a nice way. It's kind of like, we know.
Yeah.
All right, we got Gimby. Yeah, Tony. That was Tony up here.
Yeah, this okay, so this man showed up to
Darren.
the reality show with a broken leg. He had
he
fallen.
came to Riz with a broken leg.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You
And
know
look,
what?
he's kind
though?
of working for him.
Yeah, he's going after Kelly.
Yeah, and he's
The nice
gotten out
Kelly.
of every single like challenge.
The thing this man has going for him is that he is like a manager of a private jet estate. That's like his thing. Is
He
he's a
owns the company that sells private jets.
he owns like the place where you sell private jets. Like that's already such a flex and a leg up in the dating pool. Like if you own a private jet enterprise, like
That's crazy.
it's the first thing you say on a date, I think.
1 degree away from Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you know, I sell planes to T Swift. Like that's kind of a hard flex. So Darren's got a lot going for him, minus the whole being able to walk.
And this is Jacob's dad.
Yeah.
He's hot.
He's hot.
You should see him without a shirt
Look
on.
at yeah, exactly. Look at his fucking arms.
Ashley.
So apparently he's just been working on himself since he's been single.
Like he's got big ass muscle.
Yeah, he's got abs for sure.
We don't like him.
Yeah,
No.
Stacy's just
Deadbeat.
yeah.
He's got
I would-
style though.
I need to see
That's why
more
what's her face
progress.
Crystal's all about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see more progress from Stacy to even feel okay with him.
He's cute. I like him.
He's cute. He just
Michael. He's cute. I like him.
Yeah. I feel like visually he looks like the grown-up version of Bill Cosby's cartoon.
Yikes is right, dude. Oh shit.
Hey, Bill Cosby was a baby in that show. I'm sure he wasn't a pedophile yet.
yet.
Yikes, man.
Yikes.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, we can't say that on YouTube, right?
You said pita filled bread.
Yeah.
That's what you said. You said pita filled bread. Context is king.
I think this show was really interesting.
I've been enjoying it.
I feel like
a
the
good
episodes
reality
are
show.
so short though.
Oh my god! Every time I think there's more coming up, it's like, no, these are credits.
Yeah. We've also been rewatching Friends. We started Friends over again. We do that once a year. We rewatch all of the Friends because, you know, we're friends and we kind of have our own family.
And it hits different every single year.
It does. It does. The older we get, the more we're like, well, fuck, you know, they didn't have it figured out. We're fine.
Yeah.
We have each other.
Yeah.
No one told.
Yeah, but I enjoy MILF Manor. There are very few reality shows that I enjoy, but
Yeah.
I do feel like I need one in my life.
Yeah. B. Xander's asking.
Oh.
Hey V, are you going to be streaming tomorrow as well? Possibly. Maybe I'll rope them into it after their little park adventure.
Well, yeah, maybe. Did you know Liquid Death is doing an NFT thing now?
I did not.
Didn't know that either. Hold on, check this out. Boom. Liquid Death, the water company, is announcing its first limited time edition NFT collection. They did this last month. That's crazy. They announced that they're going to be opening a pre-sale list, a murder list, for the limited time edition NFT collection of 6,666 unique severed heads.
Interesting.
The NFT collection will be available for mint for Ethereum. These include a private Discord community, virtual events, NFT branded merch drops, and other real life perks. In addition, buyers of multiple NFTs will get the chance to be featured in a Liquid Death commercial, have their face tattooed on Liquid Death CEO.
Okay.
What? And be the company's CEO for a day and much more. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Myth.
Bye,
Good
Myth.
to see you.
See you tomorrow. I will be streaming at the same time. What I think is interesting
Murder your thirst. Sorry.
is that there's a guarantee that the NFT will make the Liquid Death taste 10% better. I'm just kidding. I'm saying that.
Well, it has nothing to do with water. This is
Yeah.
a separate enterprise, a Web3 project that Liquid Death is sponsoring.
Interesting. I wonder if they'll use the same white glove company that made the NFT drinks we're going to use now.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into that. I was actually just doing some quick research because I told you I was gonna look into the background of these NFT drinks, which we're gonna try. And it's gonna be very interesting. I thought it was a Liquid Death adjacent, and I turned out I'm wrong. Liquid Death has nothing to do with these drinks.
Oh.
But Liquid Death does have things to do with NFT. So you want to go grab those? Actually, the waters.
Will you also grab those little... Do we have any cups? Little cups? Because... That's okay. One
Bring
can drink
glasses
from
in.
the can.
True. So we're gonna be drinking this stuff. It's called Bored and Thirsty, and we have a few different ones. I don't even know if they're gonna taste different though. So maybe we'll cut this into a YouTube video later. Anyways, hey YouTube, we're gonna be drinking Bored and Thirsty today, and I don't really know much about it except that it's an NFT water. Is Nikki wearing a blanket? No.
Oh, it's like a...
That's great. We're gonna do the big reveal. So hold on.
It's like a poncho that's like a blanket. Isn't that great? Oh yes, I am wearing a blanket. Attached, so I don't have to worry about it falling off.
So this is pH 9 plus alkaline electrolytes added for a smooth taste type water. And again, I don't even know. I think I was approached via email because we live in an apartment where they do samples. So I signed up for this, and that's how we got our hands on some Bored and Thirsty. So we're gonna be trying Bored and Thirsty today when Nathan comes back.
Oh, we can't show that. Oh, we can't.
Wait, why? You want to show it all? Bored and Thirsty. What are you talking about? You can show it. He was kidding.
Oh.
Nathan said you can't show it because we don't own the NFT. That's not how Bored and Thirsty works, I think. While Nathan is there, though, let's talk about what it is. So I don't really know much about what it is. Again, it's a sample that we were given. I'll go ahead and turn off the music for this one, too. For them, at least. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. This is
Can you
okay.
turn off the other music? It's...
Sure. All right, YouTube, we're gonna be drinking some Bored and Thirsty, Thirst and Art. I don't know anything about this. The simple inspiration for the founders, Darren and Kurt, were to build. Bored and Thirsty around what?
To build around.
I don't get what that means.
I don't know.
The simple inspiration for founders, Darren and Kurt, to build a Bored and Thirsty around. What?
Thirst and art is the simple inspiration for founders.
Okay.
That was
what the fuck? We believe... I'm so lost already. Okay. My bad. All right, Nathan's here. We're going to be doing it. I don't know. If you're a creator, builder, seeker of positive inspiration and always stay thirsty for more. Okay, we hydrate you along the way. We do not promote any NFT projects. We are simply trying a sample that we were given. And we are going to be very honest about what it tastes like. Hopefully, it tastes like water. Has anyone here had a liquid death before?
I love liquid
Yeah.
death.
Tell me,
I
okay,
love-
when we're talking flavor profile behind liquid death, what are we working with here? What does
The
it
craw
taste
without
like?
the flavor. It's
So
just literally sparkling water or still water.
Yeah, I've had both. I think that it's just like crispy
Mm.
and clear is the best way to describe it. It's very
Yeah.
like crispy and clear.
That same feeling you get when cracking open a can of like Mountain Dew or a can of Sprite. I get that same feeling minus the sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I haven't had a liquid death. So on a 3, and we're gonna show you what it is in 3, 2. Liquid. Get your fucking halls out of the way.
Sorry guys, I'm getting over cold.
Bored and thirsty. That's it. That's what it looks like. There's nothing else.
All
to
the
it. To be
cans are
honest,
very
that's it.
cool looking. They got cool
You
designs
think it's
on
cool
them.
looking?
Well, not this one, but this one's pretty
You
cool
think this is
looking.
cool looking? I mean,
There's
you
this
can
other
have your
one where they
opinion.
had a Dia de los Muertos.
Skull.
No, a Katrina. They
Okay.
had like her done up and stuff, a sugar skull looking sort of makeup.
Mm.
There was like another one that was like really bright yellows and stuff. So the art itself is very cool. It looks fancy. It almost just water, like.
A beer.
Sorry, I'm.
That's okay.
But
So we'll be auctioning these off for 10 million ETH.
oh my god, it does sound weird. I hope it just tastes like water.
So it was made and manufactured here in Santa Ana, California. Very local stuff. Purified water by reverse osmosis, ionized minerals, a blend potassium carbonate, potassium bicarbonate, trace materials of minerals, calcium hydroxide, and added for taste and smoothness. So whatever the fuck that means. Do you think they're going to be identical in flavor?
Probably.
I hope not.
Open those. This one is called the pure. It's just purified water. I wonder, is it just identical?
We'll see. Maybe it's just the artwork that's different.
They both say purified water with alkaline electrolytes for a smooth added taste. So.
Whoa! Why does it look like that?
It's sparkling water.
Carbonated.
Cheers.
Oh.
Don't get freaked out.
It's not sparkling water.
It's not sparkling water.
That's
That's
still
just a
water. And it has not a flavor, but a
That's just
taste.
water.
Why
What is
does it look like that?
It doesn't have a taste. What are you talking about?
It feels like I'm drinking Dasani.
It's
a weird
just
aftertaste.
water.
Yeah.
That's literally just water.
No,
it's not even.
Don't even say that because you know what? You know the difference between Fiji and fucking Ralph's brand. You can
Wait,
tell.
so this one is just also water?
We're going to find out right now.
Yeah.
I must know.
You already finished it.
Okay, but do you see the weird things that are in there?
I think this one's just water too because there was no.
Is there floaties? You didn't check.
I didn't check, but it is just water.
It's the same water. It's the same flavored water.
But guys, it has
it's not flavored. I mean, it's not flavored water.
It's the electrolytes and alkaline.
Yeah, something's in there, and
How
it
much
looks like
does it
floaties.
cost?
It freaks me out.
Xander in
People will
chat.
buy fucking anything.
Xander in chat is asking how much does this cost, and honestly, it's not that expensive. It's actually only $9 on Amazon.
For a 6-pack, a 4-pack. Damn, that's crazy.
100%.
You know, it's not that expensive. It's not that good.
It's just
If you're going to spend a marked up price for water, probably don't opt into bored and thirsty. Do like a liquid death, something that has a carbonated to it,
I don't like that.
carbonation to it. I mean, what
It's
do you
just
mean you don't
fine.
like it? It's just water.
Yeah.
There's
it's
nothing
just
to not
fine.
like
I don't know how
about
to
it.
explain it.
Taste it out of the can. Yeah, drink your purified water and then try that because it tastes exactly the same.
No, it doesn't. Don't drink mine because I'm sick, but no, it doesn't.
Point. Give me
Oh,
that.
I'm not
I wanna see
contagious.
that real quick. How many fluid ounces are in? This is 16.9 fluid ounces.
You want some water, buddy? You want to try some of this water?
This is also 16 fluid ounces. The Borden Thirsties. Oh, it's a 4-pack, dude. A 4-pack of these is $9. That makes it
Loves
pretty
it.
expensive.
Guys, my dog loves it.
Okay.
Dog water, literally.
Don't worry, I'll get you some.
Oh well, I could buy a half a gallon bottle of water at my store where I'm at for $1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're better off. You're better off.
I got a 42-pack of Ralph's water. Not even the 24, baby. I got a 42-pack of water for being a regular customer for free. Retail value, $5.99. The 24-pack, $3.99.
Mm-hmm. I think this is literally to have a water and like walk around with a cool can,
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
or a can that you think is cool.
I kind of low-key want to keep the can. So I'm trying to figure out the price per ounce of the purified water. That opposed to the NFT board and
Let me do the math real quick for you.
Ask
I got
OpenAI.
you. No, I got you. You don't need an open AI.
Okay.
You don't need an OpenAI when you have a Nikita. I'm doing my damnedest to try to figure this out.
16.9 times 24-pack, 405. Remember that.
405.
It's like a cent an ounce at Ralph's. Let me see
Okay.
this one.
So this one is actually the cost per. No, it says it right here, Nick.
What is it?
I just saw it.
14
Per
cents
ounce.
for a fluid
14
ounce.
Yeah, it's
Cents.
13 cents more.
That's crazy. You're paying for the can. You're paying for the NFT
You're
artwork.
paying for the artwork.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You could buy a 4-pack of this, which again, if you're into NFTs, maybe you can keep your cans and then put it on like a.
Yeah.
I might actually put these in my not this one. I'm not a big fan of the skull one, but I for the shits and gigs.
Yeah.
I could put it over there. That'd be kind of funny, actually.
And then get
I might
copyrighted. No, I'm just kidding.
I might keep that and put it. That'd be fucking funny. I'm keeping this.
Dainty likes the water.
Or you can go spend a cent. 13 cents an ounce. 1 cent an ounce. 13 cents an ounce.
I'm staying
1
broke.
cent. I just stick with buying a regular water. It's nice to have water around, I guess. And again, we were given this for free.
Mhm.
It was a free sample. We've been given.
So really, it was free water. You know what I
We
mean?
can talk about that. We've been given quite a lot. We've been given quite a lot of stuff lately.
Really?
Yeah,
Living
we were
in
given
Long
a trip.
Beach.
Yeah, we were given that trip to go see the basketball people. We
Oh,
were given
yeah.
shoes.
Oh yeah.
Been given free water samples.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean,
We've been pretty lucky.
yeah, it's been a good month for us.
Wow. Way to look at the bright side, babe.
Mike's gonna give you that free transmission service.
I
That's
wish.
so not happening. I wish he would do that. That'd be so sick. No, they're really nice though. Like I said, they don't ever, I never feel ripped off when I go there.
My thing's
Nice.
orange.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah,
your
that
thing
was
going on
some
there?
uneventful water. They couldn't even make it sparkling?
No, it wasn't sparkling. It was kind of 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to be sparkling water because it was in a can.
And it was also
Guys, I was expecting it to be fucking flavored. Added for taste is written like 10 times on the bottle. There's no taste to it. It just tastes like water.
You have to taste the art that fuels.
you gotta
It
taste
has
those
no smell,
electrolytes,
and
you
it's
know
just
what I mean?
water.
You gotta taste those electrolytes.
It
Like-
has what plants need.
It doesn't even
Electrolytes.
taste like a Fiji water either. Like where you
Nah,
kind of are
Fiji's,
like,
like,
oh,
pretty
nice,
good.
You know?
I'm gonna stick to my Ralph's water.
What happens when you scan
Me
the
too.
QR code on these things? Scan that for me.
How do I do that?
It'll pop up.
We're scanning a QR code. What is the QR code going to send us to?
You're looking at our artwork. You owe us money.
Is that what it says?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's kind of person that made the artwork.
Oh.
Page.
One has a different QR code? I mean, yeah, this one has a ape on it. He's walking.
Okay, it's a way for them to promote different artists. The artists that create the stuff that's on they can. That QR code sends you to more of their work, videos, artwork, information.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay, I mean, again, it's not great water. I'm not gonna go out of my way to take that in at all.
Yeah, it was underwhelming.
And the water is the body armor water. What?
Oh,
Oh,
the one he gets at the dollar store is body armor. It's like
Nice.
a workout water.
You know what? Dollar Tree though, and like the 99-cent store, be clutch. They have some name brand stuff buried in there, like Kraft macaroni's. Like still, like when you go to the Ralph's or whatever, sometimes it'll be $125, $150, but you can still get it at 99-cent store for 99 cents. So,
Yep.
underrated. We should be going to Dollar Tree more. What are we doing?
it's far.
Yeah, like SpaghettiOs are there too.
Yeah, but they have sales for SpaghettiOs when the SpaghettiOs
You
are
got
not.
to have a sale though, and I'm telling you right now that sale is not even a sale when you can go to the 99-cent store at any time and get it.
No, I'm telling you. That's why sometimes I buy like 6 of them when they're like 99 cents.
What I'm telling you though is that's not even a real sale because they're at 99 cents
I get what you're saying.
every day of the week.
I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? Even the sales that they're not sales.
They're not sales.
No,
We
a
talked
sale would
about
be
this.
98 cents,
No,
right?
you're right.
95
You're right.
cents.
You're right.
Give it
You're
to me
right.
cheaper than you sell it for. You
No.
Xander's
Nah.
saying at his dollar store it's not, but that might be just small town, maybe.
Sag. I don't know. That's all I have, dude. I don't know. Do you got any more topics you want to do? It's supposed to be a pod, not exactly a live stream. You know, we don't want to
Yeah,
go too
true,
late
true.
here. Make it watchable
Alright.
for the future, which
We'll
is
be
great.
back next
Honestly,
week.
this was a great
Yeah.
podcast because this is evergreen content. If you stumble into the podcast or the stream later in the week and you could recommend this and it's not exactly pressing shit.
No.
It's going to be relevant next week. It's going to be relevant next month. If you watch this out of context, you wouldn't even know what year it is. I don't think we talked about anything. Oh, we did talk about Trump.
And Long
No.
Beach Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Well, we kind of did. We talked about a little bit about politics in the beginning, but just briefly, you
Yeah.
know, briefly. Good evergreen content, guys. Yeah, the React Lords are starting a new podcast called The Great A Yappers. This was a prototype.
Thanks.
Mhm.
This is a prototype for the Grade A Yappers, the gays.
I like that name.
It's our new name. It's our new pod.
Grade A Yappers.
I love it. I think no one else has had that.
Yeah, we'll
I
be
haven't
back
seen that.
next week with some more topics and maybe some media.
And maybe a shorter pod. Maybe a shorter pod. This was
Maybe
like
a
an
shorter
hour and
pod.
50 minutes, you know? So,
Yeah.
but
We
yeah,
just-
you know,
We missed you guys.
This motherfucker, he streams on this channel weekly, Monday through Friday.
12 to 3.
Generally around 12. Sometimes he tries to go a little bit earlier. I've been seeing him go live around 11:50.
Or goodbye, I mean.
Come here.
No, he wants more of the fancy water.
That's perfect for a hypoallergenic dog that can't have real shit. Yeah. He loves it.
This is fake water.
He loves it.
Like it? All right, guys.
Anyway,
That's it for us over here.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Nikki.
I'm V, and we
Are your
Alright.
grade A yappers? Let's wrap it up.
yes. See you on the other side.
Bye, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, Xander.
Hey.
See you tomorrow.